Welcome back, everybody. How are you doing today? So, I know. Everybody else is opening Ikoria. Why are you back to Theros Beyond Death? Well, I'm new at this and still working a day job and can't afford to overpay like double or triple for a box from Japan to be able to open Ikoria early. So, until I, build up a little bit more, get some more support, and actually start making some income from this, because so far, not a dime. Cost me a lot of money, but I haven't made a dime. So until I start actually making some income from this, I'm just going to open what I got. And I keep picking these up. I picked up a few more this week because if you search and you're patient, you can get these for $160 a box. Shipped. Yeah. I paid $160 for this box. That's it. So I've been grabbing them because I know eventually these are going to go up. Ironically, I think Ikoria might be the first set ever, because of the delay, that might actually drop in value before release date. Usually it's like release date, release weekend, it's just crazy madness on the prices. But right now, currently the prices are absolutely insane and out of control. And please tell me you're not pre-ordering any singles, because you are overpaying by 100-fold right now. It's ridiculous. Don't buy singles. Trust me. Wait till the set comes out. It'll be a lot cheaper. So, yeah, I think this might actually be the first set that drops in value, hits the bottom before release date even happens, because it's out of control on the values right now, on the prices. Oh yeah, they're backwards. All right. So let's break into this Theros Beyond Death collector's box. I personally love these. I mean, I think it's a great set. I think there's some really good cards in here. I have nothing against this set at all. I like it. I think it's going to age well. I'm forgetting to sort things here. Piles. We need piles. We need piles. Keep everything organized, people. Gotta have the piles. Don't let me forget the piles. Not nearly enough of these. I don't have nearly enough of these yet. Yeah. One day, they might get back up into that $2 a piece range, maybe even $3, but it can be anytime soon. Swimmer in Nightmares is our ancillary card here, apparently. Archon of Sun's Grace is our full art, and a Temple is our foil rare. Oh, so bad. And nothing in the back. Ooh, not good. All right, so I don't have room for all the piles, do I? We'll put them up there, and then our token up there, and we'll line up our mythics up here if we get any, because that first bag didn't have a single one in it. That's weird, isn't it? Oh boy, usually we get at least one mythic a pack in here. Nah, some of the packs don't have mythics. So, and that's why you don't want to buy single packs, you want to buy boxes. I'm making a mess here. I'm making a mess. Who's supposed to be watching me today? You're failing miserably at your job. All right, commons. I like Theros. I think there's some really good cards in here. I think some of them are going to age a lot better than people think they're going to. Deathbell Warcry is our ancillary card. Labyrinth of Skophos, the very expensive Mazabith, is our full art. Another Temple. Oh, 2 in a row. You're killing me. Then an Elspeth Conquers Death in the weird yeah. What do we call that slot? The demigod slot, I guess. Nope, that's a token. I guess we'll put that in the ancillary pile, even though it's technically not an ancillary card. This one's ripped. It's a reseal. It's a reseal. Somebody call this guy. Get my money back. Yeah, if you got some extra cash laying around, which I know right now not a lot of people do. In fact, I don't. I'm just gambling. These boxes for $160 if you're patient. If you're not patient, you can pick them up for $165 all day long, shipped on eBay. So there's that. And still at $165. I mean, these are going to go up beyond that, I'm sure. Sunlit Hoplite, the worst common, the most terrible card. I don't know why Elspeth digs for them. It's beyond me. Anyway, Underworld Breach, and then Mantle the Wolf. Ow, our first 3 packs. Oh, there we go, Heliod. I was about to say our first 3 packs are total losers, and then we could pop out a Heliod there. Of course, it wasn't a foil Heliod, just a regular one. Well, Constellation, regular, non-foil. I don't know. There's so many different variations of every single card in this set. I think that's one of the main things that's killing the values. Is it's like, if there was one or two, even two styles of each card. I could see it, you know. People be paying a lot more for these cards, but the problem is there's like 4 or 5 or 6 different. Whoa, bending cards, bending cards. Don't want to bend those very expensive full art foil lands. Grasping Giant for the ancillary. Every card has like 4 or 5 different styles, or 6 on some of them. So, you know, different people want different ones. So that's why, you know, none of them are worth anything, because everybody's, you know, spreading it out. Nightmare Shepherd, great card, amazing card. That one's gonna see play for quite a while, I think. And a Treacherous Blessing, one that won't see play for quite a while. Oh, but then we get an Erebos on the back. The Treacherous Blessing was a box topper. Unfortunately, that's one of our, what, 3 box toppers we're gonna get in here. Erebos for our second mythic here. And then we got our Annex, which Annex sees a lot of play in mono red decks. He's getting around, man. He gets a lot of play in the mono red decks. He's doing good. Don't let him fool you. That little guy may not be worth much, but man, he's played everywhere. He's gonna be worth something down the road. Even though there's a million of them, because they printed them in so many different variants, and he's just pretty much guaranteed like probably 4 a play set of them every time you open one of these collector's boxes. Hero the Nyx Born. That guy can actually be pretty brutal in certain decks. He's not my favorite, but I've seen some people use him pretty well. Mind Rack Harpy. Of the commons in the ancillary slot, this is probably one of the better ones. It's not great, but it's not terrible either. Does help mill your opponent. Dalikos. Again, maybe in the right build, but oh, and our next box topper is a Thrix. Whew, this has not turned out to be a very good box so far. And again, no mythics. Wow, this is the 6th pack, so we're halfway through the box after this pack, and we got 2 of our box toppers, and they were both total misses. Thrix and a Treacherous Blessing. Ouch. Man, I was kind of hoping for a Nyx Lotus and a URO. That would have been nice. As our box toppers, but you know, you get what you get in life. Oh, Athreos, our first Athreos, the Shroud Veiled in the ancillary slot. Haktos, the Unscarred. He's seeing a lot of play. He can be fun. And then a Thrix regular foil in the rare slot. Yeah, nothing good there. All right, so hopefully the second half of the box is better than the first half of the box, because aside from the Heliod, there's really not a whole lot of spiciness in that first half there. Not at all. So, let's cross our fingers for a little better second half. Oh, yeah, that card's goofy. More of those very rare, hard to find full art lands. Ashiok's Forerunner. Phoenix of Ash. I know he's not worth anything, but I love the card. I think it's a great card. I like that one a lot. Erebos' Intervention on the other hand, not terribly big on. And wow, nothing again in the Demigod slot. Wow, this is we're over halfway through, and this is not looking like a very good collector's box here. Did we get a repack? This thing repacked? Probably not. Don't worry. It's just a bad box. Which is rare, because I opened this one because I'm like, well, that's the one box I can open and not lose money on. That's what I get for saying that. Elspeth's Devotee. The Protean Thaumatage. Oh, there we go. A foil regular art Heliod, which is actually worth more than the alternate art because they're rarer to get. If you can believe that one. Oh, and then a Thassa foil. There we go. Now we're picking things up a little bit. Thassa's one hell of a card there. She's mean. Thassa with that oh, what's his name there? The little blue dude that steals your opponent's stuff. Then you flash him out with Thassa. I'll think of it in a second. Maybe not. Who knows? My memory doesn't work that good anymore. Used to when I was younger, I remembered everything. Now, I can't remember what I was doing 10 seconds ago. What was I talking about? Anyway. Daxos and Heliod look way too much alike. I mean, when you look at the regular art, I mean, look at that. That is way too similar. Every time I pull a Daxos, I'm like, oh, Heliod. Oh. Every single time it gets me. Oh, goofy old Daxos. Daxos can be fun in the white decks. He's seen a lot of play. Victory's Envoy in the ancillary. Oh, and a Temple. I haven't got enough of those. And then and a Crow and War. Terrible, terrible pack. Oh, and nothing in the back. That was an awful pack. There's no way to sugarcoat that one. That was a terrible pack. Our full art was a Temple, and our rare was a Crow and War. I mean, I like a Crow and War, but yeah, it's not what you want to see in that slot there. You want to see something spicy. Yeah, I was hoping for at least a Tutor or a Lotus in here, but so far neither. And that's just not good. Just not liking that. Eidolon of Inspiration. Terrible ancillary card. Share of the Sky. Oh, and another Temple. Oh my god, how many Temples have we gotten in this box? And nothing in the bag again. Wow. This, my friends, will go down as the worst Theros Collector's Box I have ever opened. Go back through the channel, because I've opened a lot of these Theros Collector's boxes, and this is hands down the worst one. Unless we get something massive in the close here, this one is terrible. Terror of Mount Velis. That's actually a good card. I kind of like that one. It's just really, really super expensive. Kind of got to cheat him into play. Another Temple, are you kidding me? Here's our box topper. Is anything good? Oh, Terranika. I knew it was going to be Terranika. Now, don't get me wrong, this card is a lot better than people think it is. I mean, the ability to turn one of your little 1/1s into a 4/4 indestructible until end of turn every time you attack, that's pretty awesome, especially for a 3-drop 3/3 with Vigilance. So, that is a great, great ability, and is very effective. But he just doesn't get a lot of respect. Oh, hey, there we go. That was a little better pack. Not a bad box topper. It's just not worth anything. But then we get an Ashiok full art and a Perforus foil in the back, which Perforus, I love. Perforus is a great, great one of the gods in here. I gotta move my piles over so I can make room for these guys. Oh, my piles look sloppy. I hate that. Oh, my OCD's killing me. Anyway, so Ashiok and a Perforus. So that was actually a really good pack. Except for that full art Temple that really brought me down there. I gotta count how many Temples we got in this box, because this has got to be a record on Temples. I mean, there's just way too many Temples in this box. Temples of all kinds. Alright. There we go. Timurit sees a lot of play, too, in the mono black decks. Demon of Loathing. That's one of the better ones you can get in the ancillary slot. Again, pretty expensive, though. Oh, there we go. Nice. That makes up for it. We got an URO. These things are so hard to get in the collector's boxes. It is ridiculous. This and the Kroxa are the two hardest to get cards in the set, but they're actually easier to get in the regular boxes than they are in the collector's boxes, I've noticed. It seems to me like one out of every 2 regular boxes you get either an URO or a Kroxa, but in the collector's boxes you'll go 4 or 5 boxes and see neither of them. So that's a great hit right there. It's not the foil one, but it's still a full art. And then a Haktos foil. Nothing great there. Oh, and then a Timurit. And nothing in the end. Okay, but we did get an URO in the last pack. That brought everything back up a little bit. So that turned out to be a good box. So yeah, we got our money's worth out of the box. So because we got the foil Thassa, the foil Heliod, the foil Perforus. So we got 3 foil gods, and the 3 best in my opinion. And then we got an Urbos, and we got a regular non-foil Heliod, and then we got the URO, which is amazing. The Ashiok, not worth much, because it seems like every one of these boxes you open, you get at least 1, if not 2 of these, and same thing with the Elspeth. I'm actually surprised we didn't get a single Elspeth. Usually the Elspeth seems to be the most common one. I get Elspeths and Calyxes all the time in these boxes. On those full alternate art ones. I like the looks of the cards, and I think they'll probably age pretty well, though. But the URO is definitely the big hit here. But I want to see how many stupid Temples we got, because we got way too many Temples. I mean, that's just a ridiculous amount of Temples in here. So we got 2 there, and 3, 4, 5. We got 5 Temples in 1 collector's box. That is just... That's obscene. That's way too many Temples in 1 box. Temples are terrible. I don't know. They're not terrible, but they're not good. You know? I mean, I'd much rather have you know, I'd much rather have fetch lands or shock lands, obviously. I kind of even like the life gain lands a little better than the temples, you know, because life gain, yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Which would you rather stack? If you could only stack one or the other, would you rather stack the temples to get the scry, or the other lands that are in standard that have they come into play tapped, but you gain a life? What do you think's more important, the ability to scry a card or the extra life? I guess it kind of depends on the deck you're running too. Obviously, if you're running life gain with a bunch of what are they? The Johnny's Pride Mates. You obviously want the gain life lands, but you know, for just a standard deck, I don't know. I guess a blue deck, you'd probably definitely want the scry ability. Scry's handy. I don't know. I'm kind of torn now. Let me know what you think. What's your opinion? Would you rather have the temples or the life gain lands if you got to have dual lands that come into play tapped? Personally, I'd rather have none of my lands come into play tapped, and that's why I'm really disappointed about the Triomes and the new set. They come into play tapped. There's no way to put them into play untapped. That, to me, is a huge, just epic fail on those lands. But let me know your opinions of them. I knew they were going to do a triple land. I called it a few weeks before the spoilers dropped that they were going to do a triple color land set cycle. And as it got closer, I kind of figured they'd have cycling on them. I can't believe the cycling is for 3. The cycling should have been 1, 2 at the most. And the fact they come into play tapped and there's no way to put them into play untapped is terrible. I think they should have been comes into play tapped unless you control like 2 basic lands, or unless you control and you know, one of the actual land types that's on the card, or something like the other lands from Ixalan and Dominaria. I think it would have been a lot better if they did done it like that, or even comes into play tapped unless you control 3 other lands, you know, something like that. But the fact that they won't come into play untapped for any reason, in my book, is just terrible. It's terrible for a set that really needed to have a good land base after this set, which has a terrible land base. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think. I know I got more value out of it than I paid for it, even if the values are stupid low right now. You know, they're going to go back up, especially on, like, the URO hasn't dropped a lot, but it's probably going to go back up from what it is. But all the gods are definitely going to go back up after these boxes get harder to find. You know, in a couple of years, I think all those prices are going to go back up on a lot of these cards. So don't give up on this set. I think this is a great set. There's a lot of really good cards in it. Just didn't draft well. It was very clunky in draft, but it drafted... I think it might have drafted better than Ikoria. Ikoria so far, drafting-wise, is not great either. So let me know your opinion on it. Oh yeah, and have you been having major problems with Arena? Because I certainly have. I've been getting unbelievable amounts of 1 land or no land hands, or all land hands. The drawing system is totally screwed up in Arena because of the Ikoria update. Certain cards aren't working. I forget, there's been a couple times where I've cast spells in response to a mutate spell, and the spell fizzled even though it shouldn't have. So the mutate thing's screwed up, and it's screwing up any spells you try and cast in response to a mutate. Yeah, there's something wrong with the set. It's really weird. Yeah, it's I don't know. I think something's broken because, like, for instance, tonight there's a couple games where somebody got to mutate onto a creature, and I'd respond by killing the original creature, and then the creature they were trying to mutate would come into play as that creature. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. You know, if you kill the target for the mutate, shouldn't the mutate fizzle and shouldn't it go to the graveyard? Maybe I'm wrong on this, but as far as I know, I would think that if you kill the target, the spell should fizzle. That's how all of their spells work. But for some reason, the mutate comes in as its own creature, even if you kill the original target. So yeah, I don't know. And the mutate ability still triggers too. So the arena is totally a mess right now. It's totally screwed up. I heard people are having a lot of trouble with the styles, the card styles and whatnot. So let me know if you've been having problems with that, and if you've sent in tickets to Wizards of the Coast about it or anything. Yeah, let me know. Let me know what's going on. But I really appreciate you guys watching the video. And here's another nice little peek of a full art URO on your way out. URO? I call them URO. Some people call them Euro, but I think Euro would have an E in it. So I call them URO. Anyways, you guys have a great night. Check out some other videos while you're here, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one. You guys take care. Bye.